There are moments when life isn't falling apart, but something still feels off. Nothing dramatic is happening, no major crisis, no obvious failure. And yet, there is a quiet heaviness. Not sadness, not burnout, just the sense that something isn't sitting right. I want to talk about that feeling, where it comes from, and what it usually points to. One of the strangest experiences in life is feeling weighed down even when, on paper, things look fine. We're functioning, showing up, and doing what we're supposed to do. However, internally, something feels noisy. Thoughts don't settle. Small decisions feel harder than they should. There's a low level fatigue that rest doesn't fully fix. This isn't a personal failure. It's not a lack of gratitude. It is not something being wrong with us. Most of the time, it's a sign of misalignment. There's an important distinction most people never make. Pressure comes from the outside: deadlines, expectations, and responsibilities. Weight comes from the inside. Weight builds when we carry. Decisions keep decisions that we keep postponing. Values that are unclear. Roles we've outgrown but haven't adjusted. Priorities that are blurred. Pressures can be managed with time and energy. And weight requires something else entirely. It requires order. A lot of us try to fix happiness by resting more. And rest is indeed important, but it doesn't fix disorder. It just pauses it. If life feels heavy again the moment activity resumes, that's not exhaustion. That is structure asking for your attention. We don't feel overwhelmed because we're weak. We feel overwhelmed because too many things are competing for the same internal space. And here's a quiet truth: life becomes heavy when everything is treated as equally urgent. A well lived life isn't one with fewer responsibilities, it's one where responsibilities are ranked. Imagine a room filled with furniture. The problem isn't that there's furniture, it's that nothing has a place. So we keep bumping into things. And that's what inner disorder feels like. One of the most important life skills is not productivity or motivation. It is the ability to place things exactly where they belong. Not everything deserves our emotional energy, our urgency, or our constant attention. Some things belong later, some things belong in the background, and some things no longer belong at all. Stability doesn't come from controlling life, it comes from ordering it. And when inner order is missing, small decisions will feel exhausting. Emotions feel heavier than they should. Progress feels slow, even when we're consistent. This is why people burn out doing things they once cared about. Not because the work changed, but because the internal structure weakened. Intensity can hide disorder, and calm reveals it. If life feels heavy lately, there's no need to overhaul everything. The better questions are quieter. For example, what am I carrying that no longer belongs to this season? What am I giving urgency to that doesn't deserve it? And what deserves care but keeps getting postponed? Order doesn't arrive dramatically. It arrives through small, honest rearrangements. When inner order improves, something shifts. Decisions feel cleaner, energy returns without force, and life feels simpler without becoming smaller. Nothing magical changes on the outside, but internally, resistance drops. That is often what peace is. Not the absence of responsibility, but the presence of alignment. Isn't that beautiful? So a well-lived life isn't light because it avoids weight. It's light because the weight is carried properly, because it is placed correctly. If this resonated with you, please do like the video. And if you would like to have more conversations like this, grounded and thoughtful, please do subscribe. This channel is not about hacks or hype. It's about learning how to live clarity. It's about how to live a well lived life.